Welcome in, One Nation, here at the Victory Bell. TJ Winger joined by Fallyn Belcastro, and what an awesome achievement for you, the team, and I kind of want to start with the setting. First year, it's down in Ocala, Florida at the World Equestrian Center. What was it like to compete in that type of setting?
It was really nice to just be in the atmosphere with all the other Division I schools and as well as our, rival Schweizer and also the other Division III schools. So it was really nice to be in that huge atmosphere and just feel all the team, spirit from everyone. We had SMU rooting for us, we had Baylor rooting for us, we had everyone rooting for us. It was awesome to be in that atmosphere with everyone.
And then I wanted to ask you had a big point in the championship series with Schweizer, getting it started on the right note for Lynchburg in that fences set. Love to know what it was like in that moment. What's going through your mind in that moment?
Well, I went in after Britt, and she had a really, really good score, so I knew I had to lay it down with Cartoon. I've actually already ridden Cartoon at one of our past meets at Auburn, and I got my point then. So I knew I could lay it down. I knew Cartoon and I could do it, but it was a lot of pressure, but I knew my team needed me, so I just went in and tried to give it my best, and it came in my favor.
And then, of course, named MOP, one of the standout performers this weekend. What does that accolade mean for you personally?
Personally, it's my first MOP this season, and honestly, it couldn't have picked a better time to be MOP, so I was really thankful, with my coaches supporting me, my teammates supporting me. I couldn't have done it without them.
And the last thing, and the best question, I love getting to ask this. What's it like to be a national champ?
It's honestly indescribable. I honestly never thought I would be able to call myself a national champion, so I'm really thankful to be here and be a part of Lynchburg.
Fallyn, congratulations, and thank you so much for joining me. Now joined by Emma Schweizer. And Emma, you have a really difficult challenge. You compete in both fences and flats. So let's start with that. Getting to compete in both those realms, it's challenging, but it's got to be exciting at the same time for you.
Oh yeah, it's a huge honor, and I'm very thankful to Coach Phillip for giving me this opportunity and just being able to support the team and just do my best.
And it's not only challenging to compete in two different events, but on two different horses too, which obviously someone who hasn't done that before seems challenging. So talk to me about, some of the obstacles, but maybe some of the rewarding elements of being able to do that.
Right. So, definitely the challenges is you have to memorize two different patterns for each event, and obviously it's a different horse each time. So you get 4 minutes to warm up each horse. So it's like the challenges are obviously being on a new horse and having to get acclimated to them for 4 minutes before you go in and compete your test. But exciting parts is you get to ride a bunch of different horses, and it's such a fun opportunity to get to go out and compete against these great schools.
Well, and then something similar on that note, I wanted to ask you, so you get a point in fences, you also score a point in flats, but what's that intermediate time frame like, knowing, hey, I just got us a point, that's really exciting, but hey, I've got to buckle down and get ready to go right back out there?
Yeah, it's really just taking it all in and almost leaving behind the fences point and just focusing, getting locked in on the flat. So you kind of aren't thinking about the past point you got, you're thinking about what you're going to do to get the next point.
Well, I'm sure that made the celebration all the better, and that leads me to the same question I wanted to ask you. How's it feel to be a national champion?
Oh, it's an insane feeling. It hasn't soaked in yet, but I'm sure it will this week. It's just an insane, crazy journey, and we've worked so hard for this whole season, every single one of us. I'm so proud of my teammates and everyone really putting their best foot forward this weekend.
Emma, thank you so much for joining me, and congratulations. Now joined by head coach and director of equestrian, Phillip Williamson. And Coach, I know this is a long season. You're in year two. There's a lot of work that's already gone into this, and just for you personally to get to the University of Lynchburg. And I got to ask, how's this payoff feel for all those maybe frustrations, obstacles in your way to get you where you are now?
It's awesome. It means all the hard work was worth it, and all that, the long days, the long hours, all of our kids' hard work, and all of the time that they've put into this program since I've been here, and the kids that have been here longer than that. This really is just like the best reward, especially for some of our seniors and upperclassmen that have been through so much.
And I got to know, leading up to the trip down to Ocala, there was a lot of emphasis, I want to win that first round matchup. It was an opportunity to kind of right or wrong, maybe from earlier in the season. You did that. But then you got to know, 9 o'clock the next morning, you're suiting up against Schweizer, and that's, former coach there, you are. So what is that intermediate period like after you win, but knowing we have less than 24 hours to get ready for Saturday?
Yeah, it's definitely, we get to take a breath and then we have to get ready to go. So, we took a breath, rested up, and sort of got ready again for Saturday. I think one of the nice things for us is we just were really excited to get to be there, to get to do it. And I think what I said to all the girls after Friday is I am as proud as I could be about this season before we even got through Friday. So once we got through Friday, I was happy, I was thrilled, I was proud of all of their hard work. I knew that we had done what we wanted wanted to get done, and anything after that was going to be kind of icing on the cake. So we went into Saturday excited, and we had a really, really good meet on Friday. The energy of the kids was great. We've had awesome kids. Just riding-wise, they were awesome, but the girls were fantastic energy-wise, supporting each other. Because not everybody's riding, we've got kids on the sidelines too, and even those kids, I think their energy was a huge part of the reason we went into Saturday so fired up and ready to do it. And we started Saturday morning kind of with that energy, and it, I think, ultimately what pulled us through.
And then the next thing I want to ask you, first year this competition's held down at the World Equestrian Center in Ocala, and some of the girls were talking about having schools like SMU and other big-time Division I schools cheering them on, which is exciting. And you're now in year 2, checking some boxes, and I got to, ask you, what is it like moving forward as the world of equestrian kind of grows and becomes a bigger and bigger part here in the States? And, you're in year 2 and now you're already checking these boxes. What's the future look like for Lynchburg Equestrian? But also, how's that tie in with the future growth in the world of equestrian?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just super excited to get to be doing this and to get to keep doing this. So obviously we've got more championship goals for the future. That's always going to be the goal. But I think for us, we're growing. We've got a great group of young kids on the team now. We've got a great group coming in. So just kind of keep building that, keep reaching the goal of getting to championships and making our way through it is huge. World Equestrian Center is an awesome place to have the venue. It elevates the sport of collegiate equestrian in a great way. It's really fun for our kids to be around the level of competition that we're around with the dual discipline championship, and it's a fun place to be, and it energizes everybody. It kind of makes everybody feel like they need to rise to the occasion, and so it makes it a really enjoyable and just quality event. So.
No doubt, and now I'm excited to see what's left and what's on the horizon. Now that we've been there once, you're excited about this next group of recruits coming in. I'm really pumped up. But Coach, right here, right now, how's it feel to be a national champion?
It feels incredible. I've been emotional a couple different times. It's just incredible. Our girls have been awesome. They've worked so hard, and we could not have gotten through this year without their dedication, without their energy, without their time and effort, and all of that paid off for them. And I'm just so glad that they got to have that. And our seniors, Taylor Herzog, Caroline Waters, the fact that they got to do this their last year has been incredible, and we just get to do it again next year. So,
Coach, congratulations. This is awesome. Thank you so much for joining me.
Let's go!